Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Kpsn. With just 15 days to go before we officially welcome spring, many of our winter athletes are working hard to stay alive in their home stretch of their seasons. Our hockey teams, girls basketball, wrestling, track, and cheer teams are all hammering away with high hopes of finishing strong this year. And with that, we would like to honor our February Warriors of the Month, who have contributed a great deal to their team's success this season. For the girls, we would like to recognize four-year cheerleader and senior captain Talia Rand. Throughout the season, Talia has shown respect to her coaches and teammates, as well as coordination, kindness, and just pure talent. Her coaches describe cheer as a total team sport, taking everyone to execute routines or cheer at games. She said Talia truly shines through in her leadership and said that this young lady is both gracious on and off the mat. Talia has demonstrated loyalty to the program and always puts her teammates first and has true KP spirit. Her consistency as a performer in stunting, jumps, and teamwork helped the team do really well at leagues last Sunday in Milford, where their score qualified them to move on to regionals this Sunday.
So my dad woke me up for school and he took a picture of the sign and was like, "Do you know what this is?" And I was like, "Yeah," and then my mom came in and stuff, so it was cool. It was an honor to get this award, and the team has just been working so hard, and it's such a team sport that I feel like this goes to all of them too, just because it wouldn't be possible for me to win it without them. We have competition this weekend for regionals. We're trying to get to states again like we did in the fall, and I'm so proud of our team and how hard we worked this season. Being a senior captain for 2 seasons for this team has just been an amazing experience. I've watched girls grow into just stronger athletes, better team players, and we've just been working so hard, adding difficulty to our routine, just working hard to clean it up and everything so we can do well this weekend.
The team will perform at 10:20 a.m. at Bellingham High School. They're up against 6 other teams but hope to qualify for states. They've been working hard to add upgrades to their routine so they can achieve the scores needed to move forward to states, which are set for March 13th at Worcester State University. For the boys, we would like to recognize 2-year wrestler Dan NINEVE for his incredible accomplishments this season. This year, Dan was a senior captain that helped the team propel to one of their best seasons in KP wrestling history. Throughout the year, Dan was able to take home the title at the Whitman-Hanson tournament as well as sectionals. With the momentum from sectionals going into states, Dan was able to place 3rd in the heavyweight division. His incredible season was fueled by hard work and dedication. His coaches and teammates cannot say enough about his work ethic and leadership on and off the mat.
I saw the sign this morning. I was extremely honored to receive Warrior of the Month. The wrestling season went very well for us. We did extremely well as a team, and individually I won in sectionals, got 3rd in states, and the season went very well. As a captain for this KP wrestling team, I felt like I was extremely honored to push these kids to the limits, finishing 16-5, the best the program's ever done. And I felt like we had an amazing season, having a bunch of place finishers in the sectional tournament, Milford tournament, and Whitman-Hanson.
Congratulations, Talia and Dan. Your pride and commitment to your sports has had a long-lasting effect on your team's success, setting the bar high for those who will follow in your footsteps. The girls hockey team plays their first round of the Division II MIAA tournament on Saturday. The girls were ranked 3rd in the state and look well prepared to take on the 30-seeded Norwell squad. In their second game of the season, the girls beat Norwell 7-3. After a long week of practice, the team hopes to stay hot, coming off a 9-game winning streak to end their regular season.
We're really excited to be placed 3rd, going up against Norwell on Saturday. We've never had a playoff opportunity since the seniors have been freshmen, so it'll be our first time, but we're really confident. And we've had a lot of practices leading up to this, and we have a controlled scrimmage against Mo today, so we'll be able to practice game stuff and be ready for Saturday.
The boys hockey team was able to finish the regular season off on a hot streak, helping them squeeze into the state tournament. Defying all odds, the boys flipped the script on their season, racking up several wins on the back half of their season to propel themselves into the state tournament. The boys snuck in as the 33rd seed and went up against the 32nd seeded Weymouth squad in a play-in game on Monday. The boys came out firing on all cylinders with 4 early goals from senior Sean Fitzpatrick and Nolan Filer. Fitzpatrick and Filer combined for 7 goals in the team's dominant 7-2 win over Weymouth in the opening game of the 2022 Boys Hockey State Tournament.
I knew from the bus ride over, the boys were locked in, ready to go. We knew the team who wanted more was going to win it, so went in there with good attitude and good focus. took it to them, put 7 goals on them. So
yeah, we had a huge win in the preliminary round against Weymouth, 7-2. It's also our coach's first state tournament win, so that was definitely a cool feeling. I think our first line was definitely a key component in that game. A lot of power play goals from them, and just a good team win overall.
It was huge for us to get the first one of the tournament for us in the playing game. Weymouth's tough competition, but we really brought it to them right away. We ran them out of their own building. Fitzy had 4 goals, 5 had 3. That first line was buzzing all night, and everyone else was doing their jobs. We were killing penalties and just getting pucks deep and grinding and going to work all night. And we really wore them down all 3 periods. We won all 3 periods, and at the end of the day, we were just a better team.
After running Weymouth out of their own building on Monday, the boys had to face the number 1 seeded St. John's Prep last night in Middlesex. Our Warrior track and field team closed out their indoor season this past Tuesday after a long series of championship meets. They traveled to the Reggie Lewis Center last week to take on both the Division II championships and all-state meets. With numerous runners capturing new PRs and taking home medals on the day, our Warriors showed that they can compete with the best. At Divisional, sophomore standout Luca Giardini showed off his talent and breezed through the 55-meter hurdles, finishing 7th overall. Senior captain Noah Hurd competed in the 1,000-meter race, finishing 6th overall with a new PR of 2:37 and qualifying him for the all-state meet. The boys 4x800 relays also qualified for the all-state meet as they dropped 10 seconds off their time, snagging a 4th place finish. On the girls' side, sophomore shot putter Kate O'Neill was the sole all-states qualifier after an impressive 33-foot, 2.5-inch throw, which placed her 6th overall in Division II. 5 of our Warrior athletes competed at the state pentathlon this past Monday and Tuesday, and our Maltese were on fire. All 3 of the boys finished in the top 40 out of 98 competitors, led by Luca Giardini, who placed 25th. On the girls' side, Ahuna James and Sierra King also set the bar high, with Sierra capturing a new PR in the long jump and Ahuna placing 4th overall in the shot put. Now, on to all-states. Starting things off with the 1,000-meter race, senior Noah Hurd had another impressive performance with a time of 2:38, placing him 16th overall in the state. The 4x800 team left it all out there, and despite a hiccup in the race, they still placed 18th overall with a time of 8:30.
So we ran at all states last Sunday. I think the meet went pretty successful. I qualified as an individual in the 1,000. Was seeded 19 going in, so I knew I had some work to do. I ended up running 2:38, placing me 16th in the state. It was overall an awesome race. I was falling behind a bit at the beginning, caught up towards the end.
I was part of the 4x8 team. I was the 3rd leg. I went out there, did pretty decent. Not my best race, not my worst, but overall we placed 18th in the state. I'm looking forward to spring season. It's gonna be a great season. I'm gonna look for new PRs, especially outdoors.
We're just looking forward to spring season. A lot of us have trained through this winter season. We're gonna get some new PRs outdoors. It's gonna be much better weather, better conditions overall for running. I know Mahoney here is looking for a big 800. And I'm looking to break the record possibly, so it's going to be a good season.
The girls basketball team faced off against Plymouth North on Tuesday night in their first round of the playoffs. After taking an early lead, the team never looked back and dominated in all phases of the game. The girls' stellar defense led the way as Plymouth North struggled to score in the first half. KP kept the lead the whole game, outscoring Plymouth 45-33 in the end. They will be on the road tonight to take on a talented Wachusett team at 7 p.m.
Yeah, we've been playing really well these past couple games, which has really helped us. We're having a lot of fun.
Let's go!
With the 2022 wrestling season coming to an end, there is a lot of great accomplishments to reflect on. With senior captains Will Conniff, Hunter Hastings, Dan NINEVE, and Sam DEBAGGIS leading the team to a record-breaking season, 6 of our wrestlers qualified for states. Senior captain Will Conniff also placed 6th at states and will be competing in the New England tournament today in Providence.
We had an exceptional season. I've been honored to take lead on this team along with Ben and Hunter Hastings and Will Conniff. We broke our win percentage record this year. I finished the season 25-6. We also broke some tournament win records this year, so it's probably the best year I've had yet.
Well, this season we went 16-5. I thought guys stepped up, including like a couple of freshmen in the senior class. We did extremely well, and I think they're going to do extremely well next year.
I feel good about our future with Kobe Cloutier. He's a great wrestler, and I think he'll bring a lot of chemistry to the team and bring the team up and make it a champion power team. I got 2nd at state. I advanced to New England's at the All-State. I think I did pretty well. I just wanted to be a champion, so hopefully I'll go out at New England's and give my all, and hopefully I'll place top 3 or If I don't, just give it everything I got.
With spring approaching, many heads will turn to the MLB in their upcoming season. The league is still in a lockout, and the owners and players have seemed to be struggling to come to an agreement. Many spring training games have been canceled, and so far it's not looking good for the start of the regular season either. After an extension of Monday's informal deadline, Major League Baseball and the Players Association were unable to strike a deal. The MLB made what it called its best and final offer Tuesday afternoon, which was unanimously rejected by the Players Union. Soon thereafter, Commissioner Rob Manfred announced at a press conference that regular season games will start to be canceled, leaving the players and fans more than frustrated. Here's Kpsn's Max Salvatore with his thoughts on the lockout.
There are three groups involved in negotiations for a new CBA: Commissioner Rob Manfred, the players, and the owners. Commissioner Manfred is a coward and not fit to run the MLB. Besides calling the World Series trophy just a piece of metal, he also waited 43 days to send the Players Union another offer. The players simply want an equal return for their services. Player pay has gone down 4 straight seasons, and players' service time has been manipulated to prohibit them from reaching free agency and earning larger contracts. Opposite of this, franchise values continue to skyrocket, and owners continue to not spend because tanking is still a profitable strategy. The 2013 Houston Astros won 51 games and had just a $26 million payroll, but they were still profitable. Both sides are committed to getting a new deal done. However, it doesn't seem either side will budge. There are a few solutions that would be great for both sides. First, minor leaguers must be paid a livable salary, so they aren't forced to take side jobs during the offseason when they could be just a few tweaks away from the MLB. This would create better players, and there have even been players who grinded in the minors for years and became stars. If a team produces just one of these players every few years, this would profit the team. There must also be a salary cap floor to prevent tanking, as well as a ceiling to allow small market teams a chance to compete. These changes, however, can't fix the obvious problem. The owner's unwillingness to spend is holding the league back from its full potential. Hopefully a fairer deal can get done, and we could go back to watching America's favorite pastime.
It's a big weekend for our Warrior athletes who are still competing in their postseason play. Get out there and support their dedication and your green and gold. We'll be back here next week with all the updates.